Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oyundi Fuluparani Mashapa, Manayana wa Muvenda. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, a veteran in this channel, welcome back for yet another exciting episode of Risk Money and Insurance. And as promised, we are still ongoing and growing strong with the investment series, and please note that this video is proudly sponsored by Brokestock. So if you haven't downloaded the app, use the link in the description box in order for you to download the app. And so today we are talking all things investment strategies. And I did promise you guys in the last video that I will chat around investment strategies and have time to think around my own investment strategy that I will be using while using this Brokestock app. So the first investment strategy, without wasting time, is buying undervalued shares. So basically you start looking at shares that are undervalued and you basically pursue those. What I love about the Brokestock app is that it basically performs this technical analysis for you that will help you identify which shares are undervalued and which shares are not. So you can rely on the app to basically identify the shares that are undervalued. And I think when I checked on the app, Exaro was one of the shares that are undervalued. And please note, content of this video do not constitute as financial advice. If you do need financial advice, you need to talk to a financial advisor who's registered with the Financial Sector Conduct Authority. So going forward, if you don't want to basically buy undervalued shares, another strategy you can use is to basically buy shares that have got long-term growth potential. So when we look at these companies, you are looking at companies that will basically grow in the long run. And after identifying those companies, you then buy those shares and wait until such a time comes when these shares basically increase in price because the companies are doing very well. And again, on the Brokestock app, it helps you identify which companies are these, both in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange and also in the US market. So if you have no clue, no idea as to which companies are expected by the market to grow in the long run, these shares will be identified on your Brokestock app. So you just need to log on and see which shares they are basically classifying as shares with long-term growth potential. And then you've got shares that have got, short-term growth potential. So this is like, we expect these shares to increase in value within, a period of less than a year. And I kind of sort of feel like, in the past, as I was investing or playing around with investments, I have dribbled into this category of trying to identify shares, that will grow in the short run. I remember during the pandemic, tech companies really grew a lot during the pandemic because of how the pandemic disrupted the way we do work and all of that. So, being able to identify the shares, the app itself, the Brokestock app, helps you to basically identify which companies are classified as, the ones with short-term growth potential. And then you've got shares that have got high volatility. So that's another investment strategy. Your strategy can be, I'm targeting shares with shares with high volatility. So the share price goes up and down, frequently. And basically what you would do in that scenario is to buy the shares when the price is basically low and then sell when the share price shoots up. So you need to be constantly monitoring, and it's quite a good way to make money in the short run. I think an example would be during the pandemic, Sasol also had issues of going up and down, but with Sasol, it's strong enough. If it goes down, it's going to go up, that type of vibe. So some people, I know a friend who managed to basically invest in Sasol and made a lot of money for himself and also his family as well. So if you are someone who's interested in this, volatility, short-term volatility, and you're not afraid of the risk, because in as much as you do get the upside of the share price shooting up and you selling right on time to make that money, you can lose it as well. So it's quite a risky type of strategy that one can basically invest in. And the last one is investing in, shares that have got, that are projected to have to pay out dividends. And I know a friend of mine who basically uses the strategy. She basically just buys shares that she knows will pay out dividends. So normally these are companies that are fairly stable, they do pretty well, their earnings are quite stable from one year to the next. It's quite predictable. You kind of have an idea of, when you can expect the shares to basically yield those dividends. And it's also a good way to earn money, to make your money work for you, basically, like by just earning shares. And in a nutshell, I did promise you guys that I will give you like my own strategy that I will be following moving forward. Honestly, it has been like quite an interesting one. I think when I opened my account, I basically invested in shares that have got, that are projected to have, long-term growth and all of that, because I do not intend to use the money that I've basically invested in the Brockstock app. I don't intend on using that money. I'm just going to keep that money there, and like it's going to be me playing around with investing and like growing that portfolio. I think currently I'm sitting on like 1.5 or something, so it's a very small amount, but every single month I intend to contribute and like buy more shares, buy more things as it comes. Like at the moment, if I can maybe quickly just go to the app and show you guys my portfolio. Recently bought an ETF, so the exchange traded fund this week, and that ETF basically is the top 40 shares in the JSE, basically in South Africa. So I've got like around 459 in the ETF. The Standard Bank there as well, the Standard Bank group. And to be quite honest, Standard Bank has been doing really well. It's the only one that hasn't gone red in my portfolio, so I'm quite happy with that. Then there's the 91, basically the 91 company as well. It's been going down, it's not doing really well. I also bought Exaro shares and ARM shares as well. So I think I bought these, basically all the 4 JSE shares. I bought them based on the recommendation that the Brockstock app made, in terms of these are companies that are projected to have great long-term growth, and I just invested in them. My next phase, in sort of like me investing now in my portfolio, I want to invest in dividend, basically just dividend earning shares. I'm going to add those into it, and I know Standard Bank is one of them, so I'm going to keep that one, and I'm just going to buy more companies that pay like dividends, so that tomorrow, like not tomorrow, but like next year when they pay dividends, I am able to earn those dividends as well. So basically the ETF and Standard Bank, those are the ones that are doing really well at the moment. The other ones, it's going down. But I'm not too worried, because I am not thinking of disinvesting anytime soon. So if you also just want to learn, learn about investing, learn about, shares, the markets, how they work and all of that, I am telling you, the Brockstock app has got so many amazing things, information that can help you to make such decisions. I think for the longest time, we have treated investing as this, thing that's scary, this thing that's unattainable, this thing that we can't even understand. But let's journey together and build this portfolio, one share or one index, one currency, one ETF at a time. And I hope that you guys, have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to just put down, your comments. If you have watched this video until the very end, give me a purple heart in the comment section below. And in the next video, we will be talking all things exchange traded funds. And I hope that you guys will enjoy this coming video, and we will keep on engaging. And if you haven't started with investing, I highly recommend that you start investing. And also, if you haven't gotten a copy of my book, Mind Your Sense, be sure to get the copy of the book. I will just put the link to the website where you can buy the book in the description box as well. And we've come to the end of the video. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Mwah. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, bye.